I just thought I'd go for a little cruise here and take a look at some beautiful self-planted palms around the immediate area of my house I'm renting here in Key West. Somebody mentioned last night on a live stream that they enjoyed it, and I very much enjoy it. So I got an ice cold Kona here, Big Wave, ice cold Hawaiian beer on a beautiful tropical Key West day, about 90 Fahrenheit, 32 Celsius, and full blazing sun. So let's go for a walk. You guys want to check it out with me? There you can see the sky. Beautiful. All right, join me, shall you? Well, we can start right here. This is my porch right here I'm still standing on. And there's the pool. We don't even have to look any further. There's a familiar face right there. It's my little friend, self-planted Mexican fan palm. I'll get you a better look here. Here he is. So, top of the frond is actually about 7 feet in the air. Ooh, and he's got a friend beside him. Let's just set down my Kona here without it spilling. There it is. I'll put my hand in there for the trunk. It's about 2-year-old size. A nice little Mexican fan palm producing. These are relatively large for the size. It's in mostly shade here. It gets a little bit of, a couple leaves here get a little bit of morning sun, but mostly just gets a tiny bit of afternoon sun from there. So, and this is a beautiful Alexander palm, some type of Alexander palm. I believe it could be Christmas. Hard to tell at this age. I really don't. I'm not great with these little small crown shafted palms. I don't know. If you guys know, write it down. I'm not amazing at that. There might be some stuff it's hard to tell with the small self-planted stuff, but all right. Well, let's just keep continuing. All I do is I look for a lot of them. Like here, these are pretty weedy here. It's Coccophragnax radiata. And all I do is, twisted my ankle here. When you look down here against the plant, especially if there's like any greenery around it, once you look in amongst that greenery, you're going to find palms. And just like that, there you go. There's one right there. So that's probably another Coccophragnax right there. Yeah, it's looking like it. And there's actually a couple more here beside it. There's seedlings there too. So that's definitely a palm tree. Until it grew out a little bit, at that stage you can't really tell. It can't be confirmed or denied what it is. But I can for sure confirm one for you over here. It was actually better to see from my porch. I should have stayed up there to show you it, but I'll show you a closer view of it right here. So this is the pool equipment area. There's one right there. You know they didn't plant that back there, so it tucked itself in there. They'll probably eventually hit it with a chainsaw because it'll probably be in the way. That's another Coccophragnax radiata though. They're pretty weedy here. They definitely everywhere. There's a couple of beautiful Washingtonia robusta right there. Those ones I don't know if they're self-planted, but here's a self-planted. There's 2 self-planted palmetto here for sure. There's no way they would have planted this. So that's a squirrel or something. Again, the fronds are about 7 feet tall almost. Beautiful palmetto here. I'll put my beer in there for the scale. So that's a nice little palmetto. The bulk of it's below the ground there. This area here must get water and irrigation. So I see a lot more palms in there. You see those little strap leaves there and another palm there. That's another, could be a Christmas. It actually might be a Christmas. Some type of, I had Alexander palms the same size as that, which looked like that. I don't know the species. I mean, it could be, there's a lot of those different ones. I'll just say that. There's another little palm here. I don't know what that one is. That's definitely not palmetto. That looks like a Thrynax to me, Coccophragnax radiata probably. Yeah, these are kind of planted, so that's not really what we're looking for here. Let's see what else we got. There's this palmetto is for surely, this has been here for a longer time, but this is for surely a self-planted. They would never plant one this small. They don't really transplant this small, so and nobody really grows them from in pots too much. I mean, it does happen. Looks like it's got some scale on it there. That's scale. can wash that off with soap and water. But yeah, that definitely planted itself there. If they're in the beds like this and they start growing, once they start making decent fronds, they get to a certain point and people go, well, it's there now and it looks good, so they leave it, the gardeners. But when they're small, that's when it's hard to not get hit by the weed eater for the first little while. So, well, let's continue. I would almost be willing to bet anything that that's a self-planted Coccothronyx radiata right there too, underneath this little bush here, because it's close enough to there that it might have kind of gotten away. I don't think they would have planted this small, but you never know, they might have planted it. The fronds look a lot nicer like this when they're in full shade. And here is a monster that 100% self-plant. Oh, look at that spider. Holy sugar. Look at this guy. I don't know if you can see him. That's a weird looking spider. Man, oh man. I can't zero in on it. I'm trying to focus on that spider. Well, anyways. Weird looking spider. I don't know what. I've never seen a spider with spikes on its back like that. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Oh, Washi. You just tuck yourself in there like that. Damn chicken. Come on, chicken. Now here's another palm. I don't know what this one is here. This tucked itself in there too. I don't know if that's a Areca palm. It's definitely not a Christmas. But there's a Washi. It's a skinnier trunk because of it tucked itself in there, but it's actually like 8 feet tall. It's got like 4 feet of trunk now. That's a weed right there. Washingtonia robusta, Mexican fan palm. They seem to be the really ones that tuck themselves into places and don't. Oh, I wrecked his spider web. I walked right back through it. They seem to tuck themselves in there and don't seem to get out. There's a couple of palms there, or it might just be one. There's a few there tucked in, and more there too. Yeah, there's seedlings everywhere. Lots of palms. They're free for the taking if you want to dig them out. Unfortunately, a lot of them won't make the transplant, especially if they're sable. If they're not sable, if they're Washingtonia, then they got a pretty good chance at making it. Well, let's keep walking here. Well, you don't get 2 feet up the road before you see there's a little Coccothronyx radiata in there. I don't know if you can see it. I can clearly see it. There's a couple of fronds here. It's at 100% shade inside this bush here. There's one of the fronds right here with my hand on it. And there's another one there, and it's been cut back to the ground. And another frond here. That one's over there. These are actually pretty weedy, these Coccothronyx radiata. It's right there. And there's another bunch of them. It's a whole bunch of them right there. So some seeds maybe got deposited by an animal, or they just fell off the mother plant right there. There's a mother plant there. Actually, a bunch of those are probably not even planted. There's more of them in there. And then a giant coconut here above it. And an airplane making noise in my video. Sorry about that, guys. Listen, the Truman Annex right here. Still in my community here, and look at all those. Those are going to be definitely, because they're split already, they're definitely going to be a pennate. Those look like the same type of stuff. There's a whole mess of them over there too. All self-planted. Weeds everywhere. Those are definitely going to be some type of either Areca palm or Christmas palm. So there's a bunch there, a bunch of clusters of them there. And you could just easily dig these out. I mean, you're weeding the person's garden bed for them. They would love it. These houses too are not, mostly they're not people that are living in them that own them. The owners typically don't live in them, so the people that are renting it won't really mind. Say, some guy's digging in the garden. I don't know, maybe he works for the garden crew, honey. Yeah, maybe he doesn't. Yeah, whatever, he's just taking weeds out. The hell do I care? I look like a crazy person talking to myself. So when people ride by on a bicycle, they're like, this guy's talking to his phone. What is he doing? All right, well, let's quit walking, or quit talking, start drinking, and show you some more palms that are self-planted. I know somebody mentioned they like this, so I like it too. So just a couple more palms here, why not, for the video. See, whenever you see really small palms like this, you know that something or somebody planted it here, or it planted itself. Beautiful. Absolutely love it.